But to talk about greed, it gets me over to right now watching the WNBA. I'm watching the WNBA consume itself before it's even become something consumable. It's kind of funny because right now they're complaining about the fact that, of course, Caitlin Clark is going to Indianapolis Fever. She's going to be getting a salary of $76,000. Now the woman has already made approximately $3 to $4 million, maybe up to $5 million in NIL college pay. So she's doing very well. On top of the fact that she is the most popular female figure in sports as we speak. Most of America can probably name her by her looks, who she is and what she does. And she's going to always make a lot of money due to the fact that now she is a face of our community. She is definitely saying the right things, doing the right things. She's putting points on the board. She's assisting. She's doing all kinds of great stuff in basketball that really, to me, makes me think that there is hope for the WNBA. Now, the problem is, not everybody's very happy about the fact that Caitlin Clark is only earning $76,000. She's already worth $5. They're upset about her salary. So here's the deal, folks. I don't know if you came from the streets, if you came from the bottom side going up, whatever it may be, but where I came from, kind of the starter job for a lot of people was waiting tables. Yeah, waiting tables. You didn't even make or earn minimum wage if you waited at table. You only made about $2, $3 an hour, which when the minimum wage was probably $5, $6, $7, whatever it may be, because there were perks. The perks were gratuity. You serve somebody, you do extra well, you make them happy, you get their drinks there nice and cold, mixed extra strong, their food's nice and warm, you do all that right, you get gratuity. You get the perks. You get the endorsement of being a great waiter. You get the NIL. Yeah. So there's a lot of people like me that did that, waited at the table at one point in their life and understand NIL, understand gratuity, understand perks, understand that the salary is just a figure piece. Yeah, it stunk. Yeah, your check was only $42 after working 2 weeks, and you worked 8 hours a day for 5 days straight out of each week. Yeah, it should have been a lot more, double at least, but it wasn't, and it's not. But you did understand that you tripled that, quadrupled that in tips. You doubled, maybe tripled minimum earning wage with your tips. But people, that goes away. First of all, it's not a calculable amount of money typically because a little bit of money is left on the table. The person swaps it up, slips it in their pocket. At the end of the day, they worked 8 hours. Maybe they got about an extra $60, $70 in tips after they made about $15 in wages. And they're like, okay, not bad, whatever it may be. It depends on the restaurant you work at and what you do and how good you are at it. Now, I don't really agree with gratuity and tipping, how gross it's become. You can't even order a Papa John's pizza without having to put down a 20% tip, and they didn't do anything but make your pizza, and that's what you were paying for in the first place. But it's part of life. So people, when you're out there looking at Caitlin Clark's salary at $76,000 a year, and you're thinking it should be so much more, yeah, maybe it should be, and it will be. But right now, that's just the way it is. That's grassroots. $76,000 is still almost twice what my wife makes as a teacher. It's funny, people out there saying that's a teacher's salary. Yeah, that's a teacher's salary in LA. Or that's a teacher's salary in New York. Or that's a teacher's salary, 80 grand is not a teacher's salary in Indiana. And you may be able to earn that after so many years in service in the public system, eating shit sandwiches every day, wiping butts. Yeah, but no. My wife's been in the Catholic system. They always earn less. But she's been in the same school for 12, 13, 14, 15 years, same school, Catholic system, downtown Indianapolis, and she doesn't make over 50 grand a year. There's the reality, all right? And her endorsements are going to be millions and millions and millions of dollars. She's fine. Maybe there's other crosses we could bear ourselves to. But there's that greed. There's that it should be. We're used to CEOs making millions and millions of dollars while the people down on the production line are working their fingers to the bone and blood. And some guy up in the high tower making $6, $7 million sitting at a desk not doing a damn thing. Nothing. That's just life, guys. It's the way it is. If you don't like it, get out, change it, do something. Do something about it. you can do something about it. But there's always a bigger picture, especially when it comes to greed. And I think we should all take a closer look before we say something about somebody's salary, what they earn, how hard they may seem to work, the ideas that they have to put into what they do, their skill set, the things that they do, their talent. All these different things are variables that come to certain occupations, and it's just the way it goes. And basketball, women's basketball, is going to be low salary, high NIL, and I say NIL, high endorsements, high gratuity. For now. But we got to remember, WNBA hasn't made a profit in 26, 27, 28 years in its existence, whatever it's been, 27 years. It hasn't made a profit yet. So how can you expect a company, how can you expect a team pay more than they're capable, more than they're supposed to, just because she's a popular player? No, you can't. She's going to suck it up, and she's going to be a buttercup, and she's going to do it right, and she's going to be professional about it. She's going to say, hey, you know what? That salary's not important. There's a bigger picture. She's not going to let greed grip her. Nope. None of us should. Because you always get what you're worth in the end. You always get the value of what you are in the end. It comes one way or another. It will come to you. Now, it may come to you while you're on God's green earth and you're out there and you're going to live good in a big house, fancy car, and you're going to have all the nice things in life, and then maybe even still be able to go to heaven and enjoy the grandeurs of heaven. Or maybe you're just going to live a really cruddy life, but you're going to keep your head up and you're going to keep your principles, your morals, and your ethics, and you're going to work hard and you're going to be a good person, even though you'll never be able to get past the hump. But at the end, you'll be granted God's green earth.